And good afternoon, everyone. I'm Jim Abath. Thanks for joining us this afternoon. We start with breaking news. Police have issued an alert of an armed man on the campus of the University of Alabama. 17 minutes away or so from the women's race here this morning. I have Dashing for Deb, one of the great stories here, story of survivors here. And I love the hair, first off here. We are still following breaking news this morning out of Libya and getting a lot of conflicting reports and some interesting ones that have just come in now that Muammar Gaddafi, the ousted dictator there, has been captured. And now, again, seeing a second report now, unconfirmed reports that he was killed after a gun battle in Sirte. Here from a very trusted source.
Oh, really?
That it's going to be chilly again. Well, I call him trusted anyway. Yeah, there is some progress here, Carla. We showed half an hour ago exactly the one house that we see on the street here on Mustang Drive that they're working on. Across the street, though, and what we're seeing on many of the streets here, though, a lot of empty lots, a lot of for sale signs. In fact, at this address here, the only thing that's left is the mailbox and the brick fortress that is around it. Other than that, there's just the start of a driveway that goes to some weeds in the field. Some interesting studies, though, coming out now. We're learning a lot from the tornado outbreak from last year. In fact, federal researchers now say that of all the victims last year from the tornadoes, they all had some kind of warning. And for the first time that they could pinpoint from a tornado outbreak, it wasn't just those mobile homes that were destroyed. It was strong single-family homes like the ones here in Anderson Hills. All right, you see what it looks like right now. Here's what it looked like 1 year ago when those tornadoes ripped through Madison County.
I know some Beatles history thanks to Google. See, right here on my computer.
She's having a hard time this morning because she's been reading up on her Beatles trivia.
You know, I learned about the British invasion. The song they just played right there is my favorite.
Good answer there. I would have believed it all along. Time at 4:26 on your Monday morning. If you walk outside this morning, I think you might be interested to see just how quiet it is.
It is.
It's so quiet
Very peaceful.
out there. Well, this winter storm in the south is causing a lot of problems for the world's busiest airports. It has caused several flight cancellations in Atlanta, a lot of them. In fact, AirTran has canceled 270 flights for today. Delta says it has canceled about 330 flights. That's yesterday, and will stop about 1,400 of them today.
Now take a look at this. Brad Travis is not only a meteorologist, he's an artist.
No, he's good because, like I said, it's very tough snow to pack for a snowball, but Brad was able to do it there.
He was.
That's
a Kansas snowball. Okay, in case you've never seen one. Jeff Castle joins us now with more of that forecast. Good morning,
Think
Jeff.
fast, Jeff. It's coming your way. In other news this morning, we're learning more about the suspect in the deadly Arizona shootings over the weekend. Investigators executed a search warrant at Jared Loeffner's parents' home. That's where he lived. They say they found an envelope in a safe with the words, "I planned ahead, my assassination," and the name Giffords next to what appears to be Loeffner's signature. A winter storm hits North Alabama. That's right. Today, the valley covered in a blanket of snow. We're talking as much as 11 inches in some places. The governor will arrive in Huntsville any time now to assess the situation. We have team coverage from across North Alabama next. Well, as we said just a few minutes ago, we have crews all over North Alabama today. Right now, let's go straight to WAFF 48's Monica Rick. She is live in Huntsville. Monica, you have some new information from Public Works? Stay tuned this morning. Jeff and I will be back with much more on today's storm, plus our live reporters live from out in the field, all during the Today Show, which is coming up next. Have a great and safe Monday.
Competition. It's what drives the gas industry and has you driving around looking for the lowest price. And it's one reason why Alabama has a Motor Fuel Marketing Act, which prohibits any gas station owner from selling below cost. Now, it's designed to keep big box retailers like Walmart and Costco from putting small gas stations out of business, but with prices hovering north of the mid $3 range, is not going below cost, costing you at the pump. One state senator thinks so.
Golly, when I filled up my truck coming into town earlier this week and it was $70.
Senator Gerald Dial proposed repealing that section of the act in the current session. His district sits along the Georgia state line.
I can go to the Kroger store in West Point, Georgia and buy gas. If I got a Kroger's card, save 10 cents a gallon on that gas.
You can take advantage of Kroger's Fuel Rewards discount program in Georgia and Tennessee, but not in Alabama because of the law. Who else doesn't like the law? The Federal Trade Commission. It issued an opinion on Alabama's law 8 years ago and told me just a few days ago that hasn't changed. They believe the Alabama Act harms competition. 3 department directors cited these reasons: that below-cost sales leading to a monopoly are unlikely, that federal antitrust laws cover monopolies, and that Alabama's law not only discourages competitive price cutting, it may cause some owners to raise their prices. Dean Moody isn't buying that.
That's a misconception. The proof, frankly, is that the exact opposite is the case.
Moody, a Montgomery lawyer, cites AAA stats in 2005 for the reason that a similar repeal bill in the legislature went nowhere. At the time, Alabama was 7th lowest in the country for average gas prices, plus
6 to 7 of the 10 cheapest states in terms of gas prices were, very interestingly, states with motor fuel specific below cost laws. And I think that just really overwhelmed the legislators and amazed them.
I checked to see if that is still the case. On May 4th, according to AAA, Alabama had the 8th lowest average price for regular gas in the U.S. at $3.62. The lowest, Missouri, which also has a below-cost law. Georgia was a hair higher than Alabama at $3.64. Moody's filed several suits over the last 15 to 20 years to make sure stations comply with Alabama's law, including a big case in Huntsville. He settled that case, which he feels he won, along with every other suit. He says the small businesses need the law because without it,
you could really sell the gas for whatever you wanted to, $1 a gallon, or they could give it away in all candor.
A $20 fill-up sounds good in the short term, but in theory, that would drive the small gas stations out of business, and the bigger stations could then set the price as high as they want. So where does the debate go from here? Well, right now, nowhere. Senator Dial said he didn't have enough support in the Senate. In fact, his bill didn't even make it out of committee. But he's not giving up. He plans to re-enter it next session.
And all we're saying is let's let the free enterprise system work. Let's let people sell fuel at whatever they'd like to sell it.
So what do you think? Is this Alabama law keeping you from getting much cheaper gas prices? Or is it the reason your gas prices aren't much higher than they already are? Go to our WAFF 48 Facebook page and weigh in. You can also read more about both sides of the issue on our website at WAFF.com. Just click on this story. Jim Abath, WAFF 48 News.